Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. So Warner Brothers is doing a Constantine sequel with Keanu Reeves. This was only a matter of time because we are getting the Reeves-surgence, as it were. So Keanu Reeves is back, Constantine sequel. I mean, it's a bloody long time in the works. A long time in the works. It was like 17 odd years or something like that. Like a long time. 2005 was the release of this film. And I guess it makes sense where we now hear that Constantine and Madame X have both been cancelled at HBO Max. More specifically, that Constantine has been cancelled. So a report for Constantine series, which would have been set in a contemporary London, and there have been early negotiations with an actor for the leading role. But once the plans, of course, for Constantine's sequel movie to be released, that's been put to one side as well. So I think this is nothing but good news. I am super, super excited for this. Very, very excited. I'm all about this. Like I enjoyed this film quite a lot. It's definitely its own thing. Like a lot of people criticised it and things, but the actor who played the devil was absolutely incredible. It was just a good film, good one and done. You could definitely expand it outwards. There are some negatives, which we'll get to, but let's take a look, right? So here's a resurgence of a DC character worth getting excited over, per Deadline. Warner Brothers will develop another installment of the 2005 supernatural thriller Constantine, and the studio is reteaming with star Keanu Reeves and director Francis Lawrence, who made his Hellman debut on the original. So that's really good, because they're basically just going, I tell you what, get that director back and get Keanu Reeves back. Now, I do wonder whether this will mean that this is Keanu Reeves', I guess, DC debut? I don't know. Will this count towards being actually a DC film? Will this be the first film greenlit under Warner Brothers' new leadership, David Zaslav, that is a DC film? Because that's the interesting element here. You could work this into a wider film universe. And I'll be really keen to see what happens. We do know that Bad Robot's J.J. Abrams did have a deal with Warner Brothers for the sort of dark universe characters of like DC Dark or DC Black or whatever it was called. So you never know. This could be Keanu Reeves' DC debut, as it were. And that's the interesting thing to kind of sit and wait for. But Akiva Goldsman will write the screenplay and produce the project through his Weed Road Pictures, alongside Bad Robot's J.J. Abrams and Hannah Minghella. So this is interesting. I like this film. It's not perfect, but I liked it. So it opened 17 years ago. 17 years ago. God, that makes me feel old. Keanu Reeves starring epic. Based on the intricate DC character, grossed over 200 million worldwide. That's bloody good going. That is not bad. For 2005, that's not bad. It's not like amazing, but it's not bad. And opened a world of potential, and fans have long been hot on a sequel. Reeves will, of course, reprise John Constantine, the demonologist, who in the original was dying from cancer, but stays around to save his soul by keeping demons from hell, from breaching Earth. And he also gets between a battle between Gabriel, the Archangel, Gabriel and Lucifer. So this is interesting, right? So this deal itself was shepherded in by Warner Brothers Pictures Group co-chairs Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi. You do have Lorenzo de Bonaventura, who's not a good sign, but as executive producer, might not have any actual constructive things on the project in terms of, artistic elements and things. So hopefully that won't be too bad. But you know what? I think this could be really good. It'd be interesting to see if they get the same actor to play Lucifer back. He's still around. Fantastic actor. Really, really, really good. not in enough things. Keanu Reeves himself. Could this be the debut? Could this be David Zaslav's big plan to have DC back, I guess? I don't know. Where do we stand with this? I mean, it's, the thing which makes me wonder whether it is, something they're going to inject into DC is because, of course, this was cancelled. We've got the Constantine series been cancelled, right? So while neither series will be coming to HBO Max, sources are bullish that both could potentially be revived at a different network or streaming service. Warner Brothers Television and Bad Robot Productions are reportedly actively seeking a home for both shows, but it's too early to say whether they'll be successful in their endeavour, especially with Warner Brothers Discovery seemingly taking their DC slate in a drastically different direction. So that's the stuff which makes me go, okay. And this is being fast-tracked. This sequel is being fast-tracked. They're like, no, let's get on this now. Let's get this DC product out there now. ASAP. And Abrams being attached to the movie, like I said, it was somewhat expected that the TV series would not be moving forward. So it'll be interesting because that's just them having a conflict of interest, So we don't know if he's going to be pursuing, an unrelated version to the small screen or pivot to something else set in Justice League Dark. But it sounds like this is Justice League Dark. This is fascinating. Genuinely fascinating. And is this a sign of David Zaslav's first move? This is technically the first movie greenlit within the DC world, maybe, under David Zaslav. I mean, this is a DC character, although not necessarily was the DC version. I can't remember how that one opened, whether it had DC titles and trademarks and stuff, but it may have done. What do you guys think? Are you in for this or not? Let me know down below. Personally, I think this is good news. More Keanu, the better, especially in this role. He was good as his version of Constantine. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was very, very good. And I'd be keen to see what he can do now, given the special effects now. I mean, I thought this looked relatively decent back in the day, so I'll be really curious to see what they can do now. So let me know what you think down below. Interested. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday, though. Ladies and gentlemen, take care.